work on this dressing your truth thing that I talked about in one of these other videos, finding your personal style. I'm really trying to give it a fair shot. So that means I have to get rid of some stuff out of my wardrobe. Some people might wait after they had given this more of a trial run. Since I am working on being a minimalist anyway, and I've been working on a minimalist closet for a while, this just makes sense to me to go for it. I'm supposed to be a type 4, which means that I can wear black and really bold colors. I'm not supposed to be wearing browns or grays. Browns and grays were things that I was using in my wardrobe as a minimalist, particularly like tan. I wanted to just keep things neutral, let everything be able to kind of go together. I've narrowed everything down pretty well. But if I'm not supposed to be wearing browns, I guess I will try to get rid of some of this stuff. I'm really having a little bit of a hard time with it so far because supposedly you're supposed to wear silvers. I prefer golds, and I'm really not convinced with my skin and my coloring and everything that I should be wearing more silver than gold. This outfit is probably not quite right. There's really more of a tan in here, but I'm not sure yet if I'm a fan of stark white. Really not sure how that would work on me. So I'm easing my way into this, but I'm going to show you the stuff that I'm getting rid of out of my closet. Something that's important to remember is just because something like a color can look good on you doesn't necessarily mean it should be part of your wardrobe. I know that sounds real dumb. Like this, for example, I don't think this looks bad on me, but it's not a bold color. So I'm going to try for bold. You see I have a bold lip on right now. You know, this is hard for me actually, honestly. This is a very dull, like, does that look bad on me? I don't think so. But I have to remember, I'm trying to pull a whole look together. It's more of a dull color. This would be more of a type 2, I believe. I think this would also be more of a type 2. This, I already knew this did not look awesome on me. I mean, it might look okay right now, like with the bold lip or whatever, but it really, really washed me out in some of the other videos that we've done. So that's part of the reason that I was able to be convinced to get rid of some of the stuff out of my wardrobe, because I know that some of it really doesn't work. That's something that you get to see when you edit videos of yourself. I wasn't ever super fond of this. I liked the idea of it, and I like that it's loft because I've had some loft things that hold up really well. This is a long vest thing that I like, again, I like in theory, but I could never get it to work quite the way that I wanted it to. It never looked quite like I thought it should, and so that part kind of makes sense to me. I don't know that I would necessarily need to get rid of this, but it does have some brown, tan, gold stuff. This bold sleeve would probably be fine, I guess, but this has tan. This is the color palette, essentially, that I'm supposed to be working with. This kind of bold. This would kind of work with this color palette. I kind of wanted myself to like this more than I actually liked it. I could maybe get away with it, I'm not sure. Because I'm not super fond of how it fits or feels, I figured I will just get one that I actually really like. This, I'm honestly not sure. Like, shouldn't everybody be able to wear jean shirts? I don't know. Again, this is something that I haven't been super fond of myself in. I think I'm just gonna move on. I like to wear parallel lines would be good for me, but it also has some really small little holes down here, so it makes it a little bit easier for me to get rid of. I really kind of like this scarf, especially with my coat, which probably shouldn't have either. I'm not getting rid of that anytime soon until I get a new one. But again, this has kind of a mixture of types of color, and it's definitely on the duller side for the most part. This is a really basic sweater. This is a loft sweater, which, like I said, is good quality. Like, it hasn't pilled up on me, and I've had it for several years. But it's a tan. It's a neutral color. I don't know. This is a white, which I actually could keep, but it has some stuff on it. I really liked this because it had a lot of texture and personality to it. That's one thing I think I'm going to probably stick a lot more with blacks than some of these bolder colors. Like, I don't know about this, guys. Bold colors on me? I'm really not sure about it. So I'm going to probably stick with a lot of blacks, so stuff has to have personality in it. I think I could probably get away with this, but it does have the gold. I don't know if I care. I need to keep some sort of clothes in my wardrobe. I'm probably gonna have to get rid of this trusty big sweater that I use, you know, for all the time. Staying warm, cozy, and comfy. This is not difficult to get rid of. Leggings, gray, because they have a hole in the knee, actually. It's really kind of too small anyway, so. I really like these, and I love this kind of color palette, and honestly, I think I look pretty decent in it, but this should be more of a type 3 thing, I think. I don't claim to understand all of this that well yet. This is just not really quite the right colors. Plus it's a little bit on the small side at the moment. I have a couple tank tops here. These are just stuff I wore under things, which I still could, but honestly I don't love any of them, and I really just wanted to get like one thing to replace all of these. I really like these pants. They're nice and wide and fun and comfy to wear, except right now at the moment they're a little tight. And I've gotten compliments wearing these, but I think it was probably more just because I was dressed up gold-ish, polished, more polished looking. Gray maxi skirt. I had gotten this just so it could work with everything. That's the thing. I didn't want to commit to just black. In the past, always gravitated towards black, but I wanted to leave room for brown in case I liked things that were brown, and sometimes I do. But overall, like, I was kind of making everything more complicated by trying to wear black and brown. Now that I feel basically permission slash should move towards just black, it actually kind of excites me in a way because I don't have to try to always be finding things that work with both. This is something that I have had since perhaps before I was married. I like the cut of it and everything. I always come back to it because I don't know, I've always liked it. And I like olive green. I'm supposed to be able to wear every color. I guess I want to probably be on the lookout for a really bold olive green. I don't know. I still like this, but it has a number of places where these little sequiny thingies are coming off. And this is black, but it's not like black, which again, I don't really care that much, except that this is starting to not feel like me also, this tie stuff up here. I don't know, guys, this is an interesting journey, I guess you could say, in kind of trying to refine. I'm curious if any of you have tried the Dressing Your Truth program. It feels a little bit confining at the moment, but I think it's going to feel a lot more liberating as I get more into it. Parameters with which to go shopping and stuff, and it makes it easier. Keep going with this and let's see how it goes. As always, stay clever, folks. Okay, people. Oh, I